for this, and it happened.
Uncle fucking House, who's supposed to be
Are the shoes of a champion. This jacket right here, shoes of a champion.
Hey,
No beats.
Yeah.
What is up, people of the world?
Yeah.
We're back, and not only are we back, we got a fucking intro, and there's a puppy in the frame.
She
What
knows.
a great start. We
She
got
knows.
an
She's
intro,
just saying what's
we
up.
got a puppy. Devin's got a, I don't want to pronounce it wrong.
It's called a shunka. It's called a shunka.
I almost said something very offensive. Not like
Just
I
skip
almost
it.
called it a
Just skip it.
yarmulke,
Just skip
and I was
it.
like,
Just
I
skip
know
it.
it's not a yarmulke. Yarmulke is for Jewish people, and that's I knew it. So I was like, that's completely different. Fuck.
Bro, I was gonna
But-
say yarmulke.
Got an intro, got a puppy, got a hat, got a hot rod flag. We got honestly everything that we need. Got a new setup. Got
Come on
honestly
now.
everything that we need for the podcast today, because as you see, we got a mega show and right on time. Ennis is here, so that just, man, we're gonna have a great show.
Yo, the OG is here, man. You know the show is gonna be an absolute classic. Let's get into
Yeah,
it.
let's ask Tamatanga. How do you think the show is gonna go today, Tama? Even Tom is excited.
That's Thomas' excitement, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it looks like right there.
I appreciate it. And
Appreciate
I'm gonna
that,
be
OG.
honest. Took me a lot longer than it should have today. God damn it, man. I realized I'm not good at technology today. You know, that's what Dylan realized. You learn something new every day. Dylan realized he's not.
Listen,
good.
man. Hey, listen. It might be time for your boy to get in the sticks. We might have to, you know what I'm saying? I might have to see what I can do on the techno. You know what I'm
Help me.
saying?
That's what you need to do. You need to help me.
Say less, bro. I got you. It's on.
All right.
Oh
So-
man, we got a mega pot today. Let's get after it.
Yeah. Well, indeed. So we have a couple of news pieces before we get into the predictions, because we got a lot of predictions today. But there's been some news that's been announced also today. First things first, WWE SummerSlam has officially been announced. Not the one in Cleveland that's coming up in the middle of this summer, but for 2025, they're going to Minnesota. They're going to Minnesota for not one night, but for 2 nights. They're going August 1st and August 2nd, and they're going to make SummerSlam, just like WrestleMania, as a 2-night extravaganza. I see your face, so I honestly just want to send it right to you, because you seem like you have a lot of fucking thoughts going through that brain of yours.
I got a lot of thoughts going through my brain. All right. So the first one I thought immediately was question. I'm sure you'll definitely 100% know this. This is, and I'm pretty sure I know this too. This is the first 2-night event outside of WrestleMania, right? This would be the first ever
Correct.
2-nighter.
And before you express on your next point, there is talks online of this potentially being something they do as well for the Royal Rumble, as putting a women's Royal Rumble on one night and putting a men's on the other. So this is something that
Okay, listen.
this is something that I think that it's going to be an experimental thing.
Okay. I tell you what, I like the experiment, but here's the thing. If you're going to do this 2-night thing, if this goes well, you got to spread it across the thing. You cannot have it just be SummerSlam is 2 nights and then WrestleMania is 2 nights. Because in my opinion, they don't really make no sense. I mean, I know SummerSlam is like a really big pay-per-view, but like, why is it 2 nights? I don't know. I don't need SummerSlam.
Well, I think what they're trying to, I think it's the same reason that I think it's the same reason that they would make WrestleMania 2 nights, to get more people on the card. Because there's a lot of matches that we have to watch on Raw or on SmackDown the week before, and we don't get on SummerSlam. I remember last year for SummerSlam in Detroit, we barely got Gunther on the card against Drew. That was like a last minute thing. And then was the IC title on the card? I don't think it was. Like,
No, I don't believe
there
so.
was There was.
Well, I
there was
mean,
a
see,
lot of titles
my only
that-
thing is with the two nights, I understand definitely getting more talent in there, but my thing is, you can say that 110% for every single pay-per-view that they have. You can say that there is more matches that can fit, maybe not necessarily like go into there, but there's matches that can fit.
You
You
can
make a match out of any pay-per-view is what I'm saying.
You can, but they're looking at it from the two biggest shows of the year, money-wise, views-wise, revenue-wise. Like, they're looking at it from that standpoint, and I think that's why they're okay with going at SummerSlam first. I'm here for it, and here's why, okay? One, I like the fact that when WrestleMania comes around, I'm selfishly excited for 2 nights of wrestling. I know I'm going to get a banger night Saturday and a banger night Sunday, right? Yeah. And I like knowing that for SummerSlam. Here's what I don't want, though. I don't want this to be a situation for all pay-per-views, which would be the big 4, Royal Rumble, Survivor Series. I don't want that to be 2 nights for all the big pay-per-views, and then all the B pay-per-views that are international, they're like, we only have 5 matches, but we're going to give you a crazy crowd, or we're going to give you an insane stadium like where the Cleveland Browns play or the Eagles, and you get 2 nights. Hold up. Before you give your thought. And it says, I'm not sure if it's a good idea to make so many pay-per-views multiple nights, and it might take away how special Mania is.
And
that is also a great point
of what I was saying about every match, every pay. This is exactly what I was saying. First of all, thank you, OG, because you just kind of made my point a little bit more like clear. You know what I'm saying? But I was saying the every pay-per-view can be 2 nights thing in terms of the reason that only WrestleMania is 2 nights as of right now is because that's like a special thing. So like if you're going, so my thing is, if you're going to make that not exclusive, I'm okay with that, but I would rather it be not just WrestleMania and SummerSlam. I would rather
now, if this is a one-off, I think there's another conversation that needs to be had really quick. Is this their basically way of saying, like WWE going, hey, we were supposed to give Minnesota WrestleMania, and we fucked up. And then again, this year, we were supposed to give you guys a WrestleMania, and we gave it to Vegas. So, to compromise, we're supposed to give you 2 Manias, so we'll give you 2 nights of SummerSlam in your stadium.
That's exactly what happened.
Maybe that could be a reason here?
That sounds exactly like what happened. I'm not going to lie. If I'm being completely honest, though, they didn't really do them wrong. I mean, this isn't really a crazy point. This last thing I'll say about it. They didn't really do Minnesota wrong because, I mean, if you got WrestleMania Minnesota and WrestleMania Vegas on the table, I think we can end the conversation there.
Where are you going? And I understand people are going to immediately go with the argument of, but Minnesota's inside. And I get that. But the problem is, after going to a place like Philly that they did not expect to be as cold as they are, they're going to go back to warm for a little bit. That's just exactly.
It has to. Because we saw that the cold took out the crowd. They physically like tweeted out, and everybody that was in the crowd was like, we weren't like quiet because we weren't loud. Like it was.
No, we were fucking cold.
We didn't want to waste our hot breath.
I get it.
On screaming, wanted to race it on the fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Which honestly, I can't argue with them. I hate to say it, but I can't argue with them. This was also announced today by Triple H on X because I love that we are in a day and age now where I can just scroll on Twitter and see some shit on my timeline.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. This is peak. This is peak right now.
It's great. It's great for me. But
fantastic.
What we were all hoping is something stakes. Fighting for, not just a crown.
Needed it. I needed it.
And it has been announced that not only is it a winner gets a future title shot, no, it's a winner gets a title shot at this year's SummerSlam. So it's pretty much, because for those of you who are not familiar with the pattern right now, WWE put them in a spot where they're in a 2-week pattern. Okay, 2 weeks ago was Backlash. Now we have King Queen of the Ring. In 2 weeks is Clash at the Castle.
Correct. And
then we have a 4-month break or a 4-week break, I believe, until SummerSlam. So they're basically going to have a 6-week build here with both winners, potentially, to build towards SummerSlam.
Absolutely, yeah.
Which I like, because the problem with the 2 weeks is you're not going to be able to get a big build in any of these feuds when it's only 2 weeks. So
100%.
An immediate 6-week build is great.
Absolutely. I think that pushing it to SummerSlam, adding the card to SummerSlam, the King of the Ring, King of the Ring, it is going to send this pay-per-view to the sky. That announcement, in my opinion, will send this pay-per-view to the moon.
That should be
already
a thing going
looking
forward.
like it already looking like a pretty decent ass pay-per-view. But adding the title, you know what I'm saying, the stakes of such a high stake, not only being the king and queen, but you get the title shot at SummerSlam. Nah, dude, that's huge.
Now when it actually made me change my mind a little bit, and I'll get into it when we talk about King Queen of the Ring in a second.
Yeah.
But I had predictions. Okay.
Yep.
This announcement was made. They went out the fucking window.
I agree. I completely agree.
And I want to just say this really quickly, and I don't want to count too much on it because we're about to get into it. But I had Gunther winning fucking King of the Ring. This shit got announced, and then I go, oh well, they could do Randy and Cody at SummerSlam. You know what I mean? So
in my opinion, I don't. And okay, bro. Okay. Oh my God, we got to get into.
No. I know we're about to. Yeah, we're about to get into.
I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing.
So, really quick, before we do, we have to do weekend review. This is going to be a quick one. Trust me. It ain't going to be long, ladies and gentlemen. I cut like 4 things out of the weekend
It's got to go. Listen, we're turning up here.
So,
let's lock in.
I'm kind of just going to rocket fire here, okay? So,
all right.
Really quickly, we had the Tag Team Championship match that we talked about last week between Judgment Day and Awesome Truth. That bitch happened on Raw. When was it going to happen? It happened in a week. The next week. How did that match go? Well, it had Judgment Day. In my opinion, I thought we were going to win the match until Carlito pulled his shenanigans, you know. So then, Judgment Day is about to win. Braun Strowman comes out. Braun Strowman helps R-Truth and Miz because R-Truth earlier in the night said he talked to Andre the Giant, which was Braun Strowman because he's a giant. R-Truth is not very smart.
Quick question. I need a quick answer because I know you're rolling.
Help them retain.
Why the fuck did Carlito help Judgment Day? I there was something I missed.
Carlito is, I believe, now joining Judgment Day. Like he's going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The only person who doesn't like him in Judgment Day right now is Damian Priest because Damian Priest is being a stuck-up motherfucker when it comes to all these. It's like Dominic's like, "Hey, Dad, can my friend come over and spend the night?" And Damian Priest is like, "No." And then he's like, "Oh, what about Andrade?"
My thing was, I remember.
He's like, "What about Carlito?" He's like, "No." He just keeps bringing people in, and he keeps telling them, "Fuck off."
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was kind of confused because I remember the segment when they revealed that Carlito is the one that attacked Dragon. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? And I remember that, but I remember when the Judgment Day revealed that footage, they were like, "Hey, dog, like I know y'all think that we're the ones that did this, but you gotta go check your mans." And I thought that was gonna kind of lead to more like a Carlito, like just straight against. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. Are you talking about when Dragon Lee got attacked?
Yeah.
That was you're talking about Judgment Day, but you're thinking of Legato. That was Santos and all them. That
right.
Yeah. That was them, and then it revealed to be Carlito.
I got you.
Yeah,
that's the only problem.
But did you see? Speaking of the weekend review, I cut this out, but damn it, you brought it up. Joaquin Wilde got fucking attacked on Raw. We don't know who, but he got his ass beat. And I think we are all assuming that it was Carlito because Carlito looked at Damian Priest and said, "Look, all I'm gonna say is sometimes you have to get them before they get you." And I was like, "Oh, well, I mean, you just admitted to it."
Why is Carlito why is he advocating for the Judgment Day though?
Because he's on Raw and he hates. Well, here's what I think the narrative is. I got you. No, I got you. I can connect some dots here. Carlito just took out Ray because Ray chose Dragon Lee and Andrade to be in the Mania match instead of him against Dom and what's his name. So Carlito attacked Ray and was like, "You don't give a fuck about anybody but yourself." Came to Raw. Dominic's like, "Oh, you hate Ray? I hate Ray." So then they became buddies into Judgment Day. Yada yada yada. So that's how that all came to be.
Very interested to see where that
everybody hates Ray now, and I feel like if Joaquin Wilde's attacker gets revealed to be somebody, you know, that's Latino, he's gonna blame Ray for it, and he'll probably fucking turn on Ray too. Because I'm sorry, but if you're Latino and you are close to Rey Mysterio, we have learned that the chances are you're gonna beat his ass.
I'm gonna say a crazy thing. LWO, bro. It's been
Be very careful here, Devin. You might piss off an entire Latino demographic here.
LWO is fire, and they're decent, bro. But I'm sick and tired of this shit. All right. It seems like LWO is in the same exact feud every single time. Maybe it's a different person. Okay, you got me. You got me. It's Carlito this time instead of Dom. Sorry. You're right. It's a little bit different there.
Well, it's because for
Outside
some
of that,
reason. Sorry. I think it's because for some reason they only made them feud with Latinos when they were on SmackDown.
Oh, it makes me so mad. Why would you do that? You got Rey Mysterio, you got Joaquin Wild, you had Santos, you got what's her name? You know what I'm talking about. I forgot her name.
Zelina?
Yeah. You got Zelina, bro. You got all these people that, good or not, man, you got to put them in some matches. You're going to make them a faction. All this faction keeps doing is beefing with one guy in Judgment Day. But Dom's in Judgment Day, so let's do one guy.
Yeah, they're just beefing with different Latinos, and now they came over to Raw, and now this is the first feud that they've had that isn't with Latinos. I think it's going to be Judgment Day and LWO. I think they're probably going to feud because it's going to be.
I feel like it's always been Judgment Day and LWO.
It's never when. When was it Judgment Day versus LWO?
Didn't Dom team with somebody in Judgment Day to fight?
There was one time that it was. Oh, I know why you're thinking that. It's because at Backlash, when Bad Bunny fought Damian Priest, all those Latinos came back to beat up Judgment Day.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Feud. That was
I just feel like
that was over.
I feel like with Dom,
that they haven't feuded like at all, actually, in terms of like Damian. No, Backlash was the only time they feuded because Zelina versus Rhea. And Bad Bunny versus.
Oh, so they did. Yeah, they did.
So they feuded for back. Yeah,
but that's what I'm. Okay, yeah, you're right. That is what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying though, because that was like almost the start of like Dom. That was or like kind of like the middle of Dom and Ray. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Or like you know what I'm saying, kind of the middle of that.
That was yes, that was.
You know what I'm saying? Kind of the middle of what was going on with that. In my opinion, is if that was the middle of them and Judgment Day was fighting on that card, is that not LWO feuding with Judgment Day?
Yeah, but they feuded for a month.
And from that point forward, though, like I mean, Dom is in Judgment.
We can't revisit a feud because they already had a feud for a month. Is that what
so you would say? Okay, so in theory, would you say that if Rey Mysterio were to feud with somebody,
I don't want Rey to feud with Dom. I don't want that.
No. I was saying in general. This is just an example. If Rey feuded with anybody in general, would you say that the person that was feuding with Rey is just feuding with Rey?
What do you mean? What does that mean?
Would you say that the person was just feuding with Rey, or would you say that the person is feuding with LWO? I say this to say Rey Mysterio's been feuding with Dom forever. I kind of see that as
I would say that you can do Rey, and it doesn't have to be Rey and Dom. Honestly, I think you can do Rey and Carlito, and if Joaquin Wild is hurt, right, and they're gonna pull something with like, who attacked him or whatever, and Rey's like, everyone that I'm close to is attacked or whatever. I think they're probably just gonna end up like pulling the trigger to where like, motherfucker Ray don't have a lot of people left. You don't really have nobody left, so you can't do that feud because they're trying to bring people like Dragon Lee in, and at this point, I'm almost scared for them to sign anybody in NXT that's Latino. Like I'm looking at Lola Vice. She's one of my favorite women's NXT wrestlers right now, and I don't want her to get called up because they're gonna put her in LWO like they did Elektra Lopez with Legado.
At the end of the day, Dill, I can come to you in agreement with saying simply this. Even if I hope that, first of all, I hope that LWO versus Judgment Day is good. I wish nothing against them, and I hope to see them do good. But the thing is, LWO has been stale for me. You can think how you think, but they just been. I ain't been feeling nothing.
I agree with.
I ain't been feeling LWO that hasn't. And they got Latino pride, man. That shit gets you hyped, man. They haven't been using that shit at all. They have not been using that Latino energy to get me fired up. The last time I was fired up was in Puerto Rico, and like you said, that was a long time ago. We can move on.
I was just gonna let you go.
Hey, listen, man. At the end of the day, I say everything I said to say. I want to see better out of LWO. Simple. I just want to see.
You expect, but you know what? I wasn't gonna say anything about this, mostly because I forgot about it. But I have an issue with, maybe this is a normal wrestling thing, but this might be our first little disagreement here. I'm tired of you holding fucking people to certain standards. I'm tired of you being like, LWO, I need more from you. Or earlier when you were like in the group chat, like, Dominic Mysterio, I need to see more from you. Why did they have to prove it to you? Why do they? Why is it just you that they have to prove it to? Why can't they prove it to me? Why can't they prove it to somebody else? Why can't they prove it to Triple H? Why do they have to prove it?
They gotta prove it to everybody. I'm saying in general of what I only speak in opinion because I can't say that everybody wants more out of him. I can't say I want to see more out of Dom, but I can't say that everybody else is not.
I will say Dom is an exception because Dom has been your little personal project for the last year. You've been,
bro. It's simply
you've
because
been like checking in on him every couple months.
The problem is you claim he's such a crazy heel, right? You claim he's so hard, which he is. He gets the boost, he gets all that. But where is his actual like stuff? Like I don't have anything from Dom, bro. Besides him feuding with his pops, NXT Championship, you can suck my. Dude, if somebody says it, I'm going to lose it. I mean, okay, it was cool, but, like, that was not real, all right? That was not, like, the thing that defines Dominic Mysterio. I still haven't seen it. It makes me angry because I feel like the kid has potential, but he does the same in-ring moves. I mean, how do you have such a strong heel persona and you're not pushing it to the heights that it needs to go? That's my only issue.
I mean, maybe this whole injury is, like what you said, give him some new moves. He's been out for 2 months. He'll probably be out a little longer.
We shall see.
I will say in terms of what they're cooking with storyline, I don't know if you've been peeping, but I think he might be smacking lips with old Liv Morgan. So.
Oh, I have been seeing that. You know what I also saw, though? The problem is I saw Liv Morgan getting out of the car with Finn Balor as well.
So I think there might be a little Judgment Day and Liv Morgan situation going on there, which is very interesting considering that Liv Morgan is the one that attacked Rhea. So seeds being planted. Okay, sorry to be that guy, but if we don't get Liv versus Rhea at SummerSlam, what the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? The seeds are being planted.
Okay, I'm gonna be complete. And oh my god, this brings in another important point about Liv versus Becky that we will get.
We're off the rails today, people. I'm sorry.
It's a lot going on. It's a lot. We have a lot to talk about. But you know what? As a matter of fact, we can glide into this. What were you gonna start with for the King and Queen ring position?
Oh, all right. Let's get into it. First things first. We have 5 matches for King and Queen of the Ring. We have 10 matches for AEW Double or Nothing.
Oh, there's a lot of goddamn matches on AEW.
I'm gonna ask you: do you want to make this a 15-match prediction special, like combined, or do you want to make this 2, like this is its own 5 matches, and then 10 matches is its own the next one?
On the next one is the next pod is what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying
like segment.
I'm saying like we combine them all together in terms of points, like prediction battles. Yeah. We do 15 straight, or we do the King and Queen of the Ring predictions, and then we do the AEW predictions like separately. In terms of like, I could win the King and Queen of the Ring predictions, but you could win the Double or Nothing predictions.
Let's just do them all together in that case.
Okay, you're gonna get a 15-match thing. There's no way we tie. It's an odd number too. That'd be so fucking dumb. All right, starting off with the King and Queen of the Ring. We have Lyra Valkyria, who shocked a lot of people. I'd say 95% of the wrestling community, beating Io Sky to take on Nia Jax or Bianca Belair. But based off of what we're reading here, you can pretty much just go ahead and
you just cut that.
Make that.
You can just cut that.
Hold up. I got you.
You just get rid of that slash. Yeah.
You can just go ahead and do that because now that it's Lyra, you would have had obviously the face win on. No, you're gonna have Nia.
This is fucked. Lyra. This is so fucked. We're already starting off fucked. Okay, because I got an opinion. It's quick. All right. Lyra beat Io. Okay, which was I love the match. It was a great match. It was a great upset. Now here's my thing. You have 2 options, in my opinion. You have to either push Lyra, or you got to give her some shine after this. If you're gonna make Lyra beat Io just to put Lyra back in the underground scene, I'm gonna be a little upset. But if we put Lyra in the scene, lose or win to Nia, honestly, even if she loses, fine. At least put her in the mix a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? She just got back. She just got to where she's at. You know what I'm saying? I know she just got
Raw.
To where that. So, I'm just hoping to see some more of her. It's so obvious that I'm like, are they gonna do it? It's just so obvious that it's Nia. I'm like, I'm gonna say Nia, but it's really, I don't know why it's too obvious. I don't like it.
I have Nia for the reasons of, I think once Triple H announced this championship thing, I go, ooh, well, the chances of me seeing Nia Jax versus Bayley at SummerSlam, pretty fucking high. So I'm going to go ahead and lock in Nia Jax as well.
Does Nia beat Bayley? Quick question, yes or no? Don't have to go into it.
You want my honest opinion? I think there's going to be maybe a cash in there. I'm going to be honest.
I can feel that.
That could just be me wanting more than what could happen. Next, I didn't even add the goddamn.
What do we fuck around and get Gunther versus Tama though, bro?
Nah, bro, I didn't even add the because if you think these motherfuckers are gonna add, okay, I'm sorry. If you think they're gonna go to Saudi Arabia with a crowd that barely makes any noise from people they do know, we're gonna send. Really?
No.
We're not. We're not doing that. We're not doing Mr. We're not, okay? First off, what the fuck was that?
Can we please talk about it? What was it and who is he? Is he a monster? Is he a Tasmanian devil? Why did he chatter his teeth like that?
That's not normal. People don't fucking do that for their match.
They don't.
But
I tell you what, I'm not voting for a guy who does some shit like that. I tell you what. So
but on paper, am I crazy to say this is a dream match?
Absolutely fucking not.
Gunther Randy.
This is.
I mean, I pray for his back, but this is a dream match.
Oh my God! A very important point that I wanted to go in with King of the Ring, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect. This is one of the first ones in a while. Straight singles, straight individuals. I know there's triple threats, but it's just straight like boxing. We got Gunther Randy, we got Cody Logan, we got Lyra Nia, we got Sammy, Chad, Bronson. I mean, although that's a triple, it's all singles across the board. You know what I'm saying? So what that means is it's gonna be some heavy hitting. And I say that to say this match is definitely guaranteed to be a probably 5-star in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'll take this one because you said you did the last one, so I'll do this one. Yeah. Gunther, Randy, I think that this should be a banger. I think this is a great match. I think this is a situation where Randy can lose clean. I think he can lose clean to Gunther here, and an absolute banger. And there's really just two reasons why I have it. One, this does nothing for Randy. King Randy getting a world title shot. I understand him and Cody like feud at SummerSlam would be it. That feud is still gonna be there. Okay, it doesn't. It might still be at SummerSlam. I'm just saying that feud. Don't worry, it's still gonna be on the table.
Bro, Cody's got a long fucking reign ahead of him, bro. He's got a long.
I agree. And secondly, Gunther. I said the main reason I wanted him to win the King and Queen of the Ring in the first place was it was the perfect launching pad to become a number one contender for a world title. Boom, winner gets a world title shot. Okay, yes. So I had Gunther winning from the start. We're now at the finals. I have Gunther, obviously. Double down.
I'm going to say, first of all, if Gunther wins, Randy versus Cody, Gunther versus Cody, and no matter what we get,
and keep in mind,
we're eating.
We don't know that it's
eating.
Cody.
We're eating. Oh, you're right. You are right.
It could be Damian Priest or Drew because for those of you who don't know, sorry to spoil it for you, they're doing Drew versus Damian at Clash of the Castle. That bitch is going to be booked.
Come on.
That's what they're doing. So
come on now.
If
they
could do that as well.
Drew has anything going on before Clash of the Castle, you can be goddamn sure that they will show up at Clash of the Castle. If they got anything going on, Sheamus, Drew, or Gunther, Any one of those guys got any feuds or anything going on, you're going to see them at Clash. Trust that. My final prediction though is Gunther. King Gunther is what we need. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Yes.
It's just what we need.
I'm glad that you came around. You were a little weary at first, and I feel like you've now come around on the idea of King Gunther.
No, I'm not. I wasn't necessarily weary. It was just I thought that
you had concerns.
I was concerned because he had just came off of such a huge title reign. It's like, God damn, you put him right back into the picture. But
you know who was with me from the jump too? This guy. When it was
I got simpler picks, man. You know, I be on my dolo.
You like being dolo though. You prefer it. Because then
I
you
really
can
don't.
say, "Ha,
it happens every time.
We're all wrong."
I really don't. It happens every time.
All right, so we both got Gunther, and we both have Nia. Let's kick it over here. Sammy, Bronson, Chad. We got Bronson, who doesn't give a fuck about anything but the IC title. We got Chad, who doesn't give a fuck about anyone or anything but the IC title. And we got Sammy, who doesn't give a fuck about anyone or anything about the people in Jeddah Arabia and the IC title. So, common denominator here. Devin?
Okay. I'm going to say, being that this is a triple threat, I'm going to say that Chad does not get pinned. Okay? I'm going to say Chad doesn't get pinned. I'm going to say Sammy retains. And I'm going to say it sets it up for the singles.
Yeah. I hate to be fucking Mr. Copy and Paste, but what he said, I agree completely. I mean, that's the only reason Bronson's in this match. I think he's very similar to the Naomi Backlash triple threat with Tiffany and Bayley.
Absolutely.
It's just the filler third to get pinned, and then you set up Chad versus. Honestly, you could do Chad and Sammy at Clash at the Castle. You really could. I know it's in 2 weeks, but that's it. The build has been since the night after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
When Buddy suplexed him. Like, it's been since that, or 2 weeks after, but it's been a 4-week build already. So you can do that.
You can, bro, you can do Sammy Chad any day, any fucking time. The people are waiting for it.
That's also true.
You know what I can see though, bro? I could see Alpha Academy turning on that motherfucker Chad to stop him from.
I could also see not like Chad's about to win, Otis costs him, and then after the match is over, when Sammy pins Bronson, you see like Chad like, "What did you do, Otis?" And Otis is like laughing at him like, "Fuck you. That's what you get." Like, I think you could get something like that. I think there's a high chance.
I would say I would like that, and I would say if they're gonna turn, I would rather it be now than Sammy versus Chad, because I want Sammy versus Chad.
I don't want them to cost Chad the IC title match.
Absolutely, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree. I don't want it to be 1-on-1 and then he gets cost. Look, as much as I want to start with this one, I have to let you start because you are quite the Liv Morgan fan, and I will say it's a good time to be a Liv Morgan fan. So
yeah, it is. I'm finally getting
first off, before you go. Yeah, I don't know if you heard that. I'll play it again.
Don't know what it's for though.
It's just in case you say anything about Liv Morgan that's incorrect. Go ahead.
You know, I'm going to let that one fly over my head. And I'm going to leave that one over at the bay, ladies and gentlemen, because we got shit to do here. First of all, when you're a good fucking wrestler, you live forever. All right? That's what I'm going to start off. That's what I'm going to start off with here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, not even just because now let's take bias out of it, all right? If, simple as this, Liv is winning, and it's because of this. If Liv does not win, why did Becky win that goddamn shit? Why did she win the Royale? Why did she win it? What did she win it for? She lost at WrestleMania to win the championship, and then Rhea comes back and she loses it again? Nope, not really buying that at all. So I'm going to say Liv Morgan for the absolute fucking W here. And I think this is obviously, like I said, it's going to set up Liv versus Rhea. I mean, like you said, I think it's going to set up Liv versus Rhea, and I think that's just going to feed families, man. I don't care what nobody says. I think that damn feud is going to be great. So that's my take on that.
You know how bad I want to take Becky.
I hope you do.
Just out of fucking spite. You know how bad I just want to take Becky. Just because. Okay, here's my thing. It's the same thing you said. Like, it's the same reason why I was like, calm down. It's okay. She didn't win the Battle Royal. They're going to make it so she beats her one-on-one. That's what this is. This makes sense. But here's the problem. The last couple of weeks, Liv's been annoying, but Becky's been boring. She's been boring, and Liv's been annoying. For me, I know Liv has not been annoying for everyone else, but Becky has not been doing me any favors. Literally, as I fucking say that, I'm trying to say the problem is Becky has not been doing me any favors with wanting to go with her because she's just been, it's almost like she's not even focused on Liv. She's like, I've beaten you twice, and then I beat you again in the Battle Royal. I'm 3-0 against you. I'm not worried about you. And that's why I have to go with Liv. I don't want to, but I gotta be smart here. So I'm going with Liv. We're all going with Liv. Yay, Liv's champion. And then Rhea comes back, and then Rhea's going to beat the living shit out of her. All right.
We'll see.
I don't know what's going to happen there, actually. But I think
that
match should be the best women's match we've seen since Mania.
In a long time. Yeah.
All right. Main event time. Logan Paul, Cody Rhodes. I'll start here. It was officially announced that this is only for the WWE Championship, and a lot of people were complaining, but I don't think it fucking matters because you're not going to see a winner. So people were originally online talking about well, why would you you're just making the match more predictable because there's no way Logan Paul is going to be a world champion, but there could have been a scenario where we see Cody as the U.S. No, okay? I'm telling you right now, they would have done nothing for either of these men to lose either title. Neither of these men had anything going on, so they put them against each other in the two biggest heel and biggest face in the company right now, and they're going to make a lot of money off this match.
What the? I just thought something very weird. Sorry, I was looking.
Okay, I was gonna say you look like you had your brain turning.
But I thought something. I was like, "What the hell is that?" But no,
I pretty much already gave my prediction on this match last podcast when I said
we have it in our intro now. Yeah, we have it in our intro now, and yeah.
So
I concur.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that this is such an Uncle Howdy situation that if you don't do Uncle Howdy, you drop the ball. Like, I will come back and be like,
I agree.
Whoever, okay, so like the people are saying, you're absolutely right. Logan, hell no, is not beating Cody Rhodes. So if Cody beats Logan clean with no interference, no nothing, then that match was completely pointless. Had nothing to do with it.
Thank you. I don't like the people online that are like, well, what if Cody can just win clean and then Uncle Howdy? If Cody wins clean and then Uncle Howdy comes out, why the fuck did that match happen? I agree. 100%.
Doesn't make any sense.
So, and also the thing that you got to remember is this does not mean Uncle Howdy is feuding with either of them. It strictly can just be a situation.
He's here.
He comes out, fucks shit up, match is over. And like I said, we don't have to be thinking about the fact that the match just ended on a no contest. We're thinking about the Wyatt Six.
OG's been waiting for it. You've been waiting for it. I've been waiting for it.
OG's been waiting for it more than anybody.
And I just need them. I need them to rise up, man. And I tell you what, I pray that they are on what you're saying. They're just fucking shit up. They don't care who it is. They don't care what title you have. If you're in their way, you're getting cooked. And I think that that's the way that they're gonna come. And I think that's why this match will end. Why we say it, how we said it will.
Look how fun we are. We got all the same picks.
Nah, man, because I try to have fun, but I realize your picks are always fucking the smart picks, so I'm not folding my picks this time around.
I'm sorry. Did you just try to guilt me for having smart picks?
No. I'm just saying I picked picks that's just not fucking. You know how it goes, man. You just have to pick the right ones, man. WWE Twitch apparently is being taken over tonight at 8 by Uncle Howdy. Where do we get this info from, OG?
It's in 15 minutes. So.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a little device here. Might put it on in the background.
We'll see. We'll see if he does.
Probably will.
All right, let's keep this thing moving because we are on a little clock and we got a lot to discuss.
I will say we're doing good. I was worried.
We are. I agree.
We were done with this. I thought by the time we were done with this, we were going to be at an hour and a half. And we're not. We're not even at an hour.
Huge. We've been rolling, bro. We've been rolling, so it's good. I got no contest.
Really quickly. Before we get into the AEW Double or Nothing predictions, I just want to ask you a quick question. I think we're going to find out the answer of this after this weekend, but which would you rather have? Would you rather have a B pay-per-view where you're getting what's advertised as a B pay-per-view, 5 matches, or what's being advertised as an A pay-per-view, which would be Double or Nothing, and 10 matches? Which would you rather have as a wrestling fan?
With AEW sometimes, dude, they can load up a bunch of shit sometimes. They can just load their matches. They can just load their cards just because they like to load them with shit. But as a wrestling fan that, you know what I'm saying, I see 2 good cards, I'm honestly going to take the 5, bro, because I think the 5 is going to give me more longer quality matches rather than the 10, what you're going to give me. Good matches that are short but have good spots. If that's
yeah,
that's what I mean. I think. But what do you think?
I'll be short and sweet. I am a quality over quantity. That's how I look at it. And if you're gonna give me a 3.5-hour show both ways, I guess I'd rather have 5 matches because I know those 5 matches are going to be a lot better than the 10. Not saying that last pay-per-view AEW they had 9 matches and I saw the best match of the year. That's not me discrediting anything that does. But what I'm saying is that after that match happened, then you put on another banger. Then the main event happened. I didn't even give a shit that Swerve won the AEW title because I was exhausted.
Yep.
So sometimes less
is more. And that's the thing, man. You know, I think I think that's a great point, bro, about AEW that they have to absolutely control is that, like, dude, it is not just about bangers. You are entertaining human beings. A human being can only go only so many times before he's like, You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, these are still, like, people. Like, you got to build it up. That's why the main event is the main event, because it's the main event, man. It gets you the most hype. You know what I'm saying?
Look, and here's my thing about AEW. They do this with their shows. Their main shows for Dynamite, they do the Collision.
Yeah.
The perfect example. They come to Collision. Collision starts at 8. At 7 o'clock, they run 2 or 3 matches, dark matches, for just the people in the audience. So that starts at 7, okay? Then from 8 to 10, you have the show. So from 7 to 10, you have wrestling. Then from 10 to 11, they run Rampage. They run Rampage right after for an hour. That's 4 hours of wrestling. Then when you want to go home, they say, no, we have to film Ring of Honor. So you have another hour of wrestling. So sometimes when you go to these AEW shows, you're there for 5 hours of wrestling.
That's not okay,
that's
bro.
Just for weekly television.
It don't sound like, as a wrestling fan, that's not what I strive for.
That's too much. And you want to know how I can tell you it's too much, people? Because me and Devin, the last time we went to an AEW show in Detroit, when the fucking the main event ended, they filmed Rampage right after. We left. We didn't watch no damn Rampage.
We left.
You want to know
why? We weren't watching that shit.
Because we just watched Kenny Omega in a fucking steel cage match.
How could I even sit there and watch this other shit? I haven't even had a chance to digest what I just watched.
Exactly. So sometimes, like I said, I think less is more. But
I wonder why they do that. Like, I wonder why they fucking load their shit like that, man. Do they think that
they just try to get all of it in? But then the problem is, people watch Ring of Honor and they're like, Great match. Crowd sucked. But what they don't know is the crowd has been there for 4.5 hours.
4.5 fucking hours, bro.
So, like, you can't blame them. But the people that are coming out, I just feel bad for the people that are, like, the Ring of Honor people that are coming out and they're, like, getting no crowd reaction.
And it's not even the crowd's fault. It's nobody's fault but the booking. It's literally nobody's fault but the booking. It's not the people that are performing in the match, not the people that are in the arena. It's literally just how it goes.
All right, we're getting to the AEW Double or Nothing predictions. This is normally when Ennis tries to go quiet, but I'm going to make him play too. So Ennis, I want to hear your predictions about AEW because this man never chimes in.
Nah, hell nah, yeah. OG don't venture out, man. He's got to get really into
I know. He's a smart man. He knows what he likes, and he stays in his lane. I'm trying to get him to just peek outside the window and just see what's out there.
You know, like when you're driving and you're about to switch lanes, but you want to see, you have a little peek over to see if everybody in front, if there's enough space to keep going. That's what we need you to do, OG. We just need you to just take a little peeky weeky.
I know. Don't be scared. We're right here. We got you. All right, first match on the card, we got Orange Cassidy and Trent Beretta. If you're not familiar,
quick question. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. Do you still watch AEW Weekly?
Yes.
It's a lot, man. You're a trooper. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to make it completely clear, okay? The reason that Dill knows more knowledge about me is not only because the guy has literally, like, been intricated in wrestling, but he's also a maniac. I just wanted you all to know that this guy is actually insane, okay? Just so you know. The amount of wrestling.
Do you know what's even crazier?
It's crazy. And
when the pod ends, I go watch TNA because it's Thursday night and TNA's on Thursday nights.
But at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, I do not use this as an excuse. I absolutely applaud the man. Listen, it takes hard work and fucking dedication to do what this guy does. And that's why I ain't no casual, but you won't see me as in-depth as this guy.
No, it's not. And that's my thing is I'll never give Devin shit for being like, you don't know as much as me because I go out of my way. Do you know what? Fuck. I don't know why I'm going. I don't know if I have this. I think I actually have this on me. Do you know what I watched last weekend? What? Oh my God. Please tell me I have this on me. This would be so great right now. Yes, I do.
What the hell is that?
I watched a PWG DVD
of
independent wrestling. I was bored, so I was like, I'm looking at the DVD, and
this is my perfect example of what I mean.
DVD, and I was like, Ray Phoenix versus Leo Rush, Matt Riddle versus Adam Cole. The Young Bucks versus Ivar and Eric, the Viking Raiders.
What?
I was like, whoa,
dude! How was the paper? How was it?
It was great. It was, there was a couple other people on here that I can't mention because we'll get demonetized because they've done some bad things, but they were really good wrestlers at the time, and I can say this was filmed in 2017. It was PWG. And it was a pay-per-view, and yeah, this is the DVD. I literally watched this last weekend. Where the
fuck did you get that from? Did you buy it? Oh, WrestleCrate. They gave you a DVD in WrestleCrate, bro?
Yeah, I got a DVD, and I got this.
Oh! Yo, shout out WrestleCrate. Give us a sponsor, please.
Yeah, you see no free sponsors? We want to change that.
We want to change it. Hey, no. We don't want to change that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that shit for free, but we still want the sponsor.
No, we want a sponsor. Yeah. Come on now. I mean, Tama, you want a sponsor? Don't want a goddamn sponsor, man.
I don't know if Tama wants a sponsor for us, dude.
All right. Orange Cassidy and Trent Beretta. For those who don't know the backstory of what's going on here, Trent Beretta, Chuck Taylor, Orange Cassidy, best friends, right? They all hug each other, love each other. Yeah, not anymore. Trent Beretta came out and said, fuck both of you. I don't like you, Chuck. I don't like you, Orange Cassidy. And then had a parking lot brawl with Chuck Taylor and broke his leg. in the parking lot brawl with a steel pipe, and now they have reported that Chuck Taylor is not only out indefinitely, but he may never wrestle again. So, yeah. So it might be a career-ending injury that he gave to his best friend. So now it is Orange Cassidy fighting for his best friend, Chucky T, and then Trent Beretta on this new, I took out one of you, now I have to take out the other one in Orange Cassidy. So there is a good story that has been being built here. So I will start with you. What do you got?
No words. 2 letters.
I already know. He's your boy.
Let's see.
Yeah, it really didn't matter what. I could have told you that the storyline was that Orange Cassidy just chopped a kitten's head off, and you would
Correct.
still be like, yeah, I'm going to take OC in this one.
We'll see.
I mean, and I don't blame him. I'm not against him. I think Orange Cassidy is the most entertaining wrestler in AEW. Okay, question. Do you think that he is a supernatural wrestler? Because some people say that, listen, some people say that supernatural wrestling is just like more gimmick wrestling. When you're hitting them with moves with your hands in your pocket.
Oh, you mean like a Santos type of thing?
Yeah. Or when you're kicking them and like the.
Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah.
I would say yes, right?
Absolutely, 100%.
So in my opinion, I think he's the best supernatural wrestler in AEW. Next to Danhausen, because I guess Danhausen would be the other one.
I love Danhausen, dude. Shout out my boys. He on this pay-per-view?
Danhausen needs to go to WWE for one reason and one reason only. R-Truth and Danhausen.
Oh!
Imagine the television you would, bro. The television.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a little busy, you know what I'm saying? So I don't get to watch Raw every week, but I fucking guarantee you put R-Truth and Danhausen on Raw every week, I'm tuning in. I'm tuning in every fucking week. Every week. I'm tuning in.
It would be great. All right, so
No matter what.
I feel like I normally, when we do predictions, you are like, I'm always taking Orange Cassidy. And I'm normally like, I actually am against Orange Cassidy. But yeah, that's not going to change. I'm actually going to take Orange Cassidy Orange Cassidy to lose this one. I'm going to take Trent Beretta to win. This is and I think you'll be able to give me this. First time ever in AEW, Trent Beretta's been interesting.
Damn. That's unfortunate.
But what I'm saying is like that's why I have him winning. Is like
no, I'm saying that's unfortunate for me, but it is
the first time he's been interesting. He just broke his best friend's leg. I mean, I'll give you a second to rethink.
Being that OC is the caliber of guy that he is, and also that you just fucked his best friend up. I mean, how do you have him lose this bitch, bro?
I'll give you that. So finally, we're different. You got OC, I got Trent. We can't tie. Look at that.
That could be the tiebreaker right there.
I also love doing these AEW matches because I know a lot of these matches you don't know, so I get your reaction live. So, and this is one of those matches I'm excited to get your reaction live. Actually, I'm just gonna full screen you. For our audio listeners, it says Y2J Chris Jericho versus Hook versus Kaneori Shibata for the title.
I got the learning tree.
Me too. Hell yeah.
He's learning, ladies and gentlemen. How can you blame the guy?
Oh my god. I need to get that as a clip. I need that. Oh my god.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. If Y2J can successfully fucking pull this off, his stats or his who he is, you know what I'm saying? Like as a wrestler, bro, his persona, you know what I'm saying? This shit shoots up, dude. You telling me he did all that shit that he did, and he came back with this learning tree shit and pulled it off?
I am the learning.
I got the learning tree to win.
Oh my god, I think he's doing it. He's slowly fucking doing it.
Yes,
people on Twitter are like, this motherfucker. Like, I don't know how he's doing it, but he's fucking doing it.
Yeah.
So,
bro, why do Y2J and Hook keep going against each other?
Hook's best friend and has been for a while is Shibata. And Shibata is like, what you did to Hook wasn't right type thing. And Y2J's like, no, if you want to learn, I can teach both of you.
No way.
Championship match. And it's like, okay. So we're getting a world title match. I think what's going to happen is
I love this fucking gimmick so much.
They've been doing Bill Cassidy or Big Bill as like I told you, like his protege for Y2J. Like he wants to learn from a learning tree type thing. So I think he's gonna help Chris Jericho win because FTW rules is like anything goes. So
yeah, okay.
But yeah. Also I've noticed Ennis, you've gone quiet. 2 matches in. I'm disappointed.
I told you.
We'll continue. Next match. Bullet Club versus Death Triangle for the Trios title. And just to remind you, Death Triangle is Penta, Phoenix, and Pac. So,
yes!
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yes, I'm so happy to see the fucking Death Triangle back. I knew they were.
Just returned
yesterday. Huh?
They returned yesterday, and holy shit, Phoenix is ripped.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, do you remember the fucking Penta? Do you remember the what did they call each other? Their tag team, Penta and Ray.
The Lucha Brothers?
Yes. Do you remember the Lucha Brothers versus the goddamn Young Bucks in that?
Young Bucks in the Steel Cage.
It
is still the greatest tag team match.
Engraved in my brain, bro.
I'll never lose it.
I tell you, bro.
It is the best tag team match I have ever seen.
I don't know what year it was, ladies and gentlemen. If you're bored, please go look up the highlights for the Young Bucks versus the Lucha Brothers. It is amazing. Steel cage match.
Yeah. So we got Death Triangle, we got Bullet Club. If you forgot last pod, Bullet Club beat, or not last pod, last pay-per-view, sorry. Bullet Club beat.
Agree to allow schools to pay players. NCAA will pay over $2.7 billion in damages.
I just saw that. I just swiped out of it. Yeah.
Dude, that's some breaking fucking news right there, bro.
Over 10 years.
$2.7 billion? Shit.
Somebody good. Okay. Fuck. I lost my entire train of thought. Okay. Pac, Death Triangle. This is the first time that we've seen Bullet Club after winning the Trios Championship back on pay-per-view. And that is the only reason why this makes it more difficult. Because if they didn't just win the titles, I'd be like,
I forgot that they did.
Death Triangle. But I don't know. So, what do you think?
I'm gonna have to change my answer. I really love Death Triangle, and I really hope that they would win. But Bullet Club is too high up and too dominating to lose first defense. I'm sorry, they just are. They're not gonna do that.
I'm gonna take Death Triangle. I'm gonna take Death Triangle because Jay White needs this fucking singles run. And I don't want to play this trios game for too long. And I know people might go, it's too short. No, it's not. He's come to AEW, and he's been in a trio for over a year now. At some point, I feel like we need to give the singles push. And it's going to be hard to do that with trios titles for Ring of Honor and AEW.
You know, I think that they don't want to do it, bro, because they are so full.
They're so full, but here's the thing.
For Jay, I mean for Jay.
You had to pull a top heel right now. Okay, let me ask you this. Right now, Double or Nothing in Vegas, AEW World Championship. I'm gonna give you 2 options. You tell me which one. You say option A or option B, okay? Option A. Swerve Strickland versus Christian Cage for the AEW Championship. Option B, Swerve Strickland versus Jay White for the AEW Championship. Which option are you picking?
Now, I'm going to take option B, but
right.
I think that the reason that they're keeping Jay in the trios is so they can build Swerve, let Swerve defend his championship, look good, act like he actually earned it, because he has been fucking grinding for that bitch for a minute. He went through Adam Page, he went through Samoa Joe. I mean, he went through all these guys. He's finally got it. You got to give him some time to run. You give him some time to run, and then you pull Jay White and you put him as a man that beat Swerve after his decent run. I think that's what they might do.
Yeah. I saw people online saying that they are not going to put a singles title on him after what he did to Adam Cole. You can all fuck off because that is ridiculous.
What did he do? What did he do to Adam Cole?
Because he gave him the concussion at Forbidden Door and
out.
And if you really think that's the case, then they would not be giving him not one but two sets of trios championships.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're split on that. Hey now.
We're splitting it.
We won't be split on this.
You can skip this one. I don't got shit to say. It's Tony motherfucking time, cuz she sold me. She sold me. That last motherfucking promo sold me clean.
You don't even watch the weekly shows, and if you did, that's the only thing that makes me mad is I wish you watched the weekly shows just because you would understand why I'm such a Toni Storm fan. Like, every week what she does is fucking... You know what she did last week, Devin? You see that hot rod thing right there? Yeah. She took Serena Deeb's, her towel. She had Mariah May and Luther hold it up like this, right below her face. Okay?
Yeah.
And she undressed, butt-ass naked on the stage in front of everybody, took Serena Deeb's towel, and then proceeded to walk down the ramp naked, prancing around with her towel, putting it all over her titties and her ass. And then walked back up the stage and left.
I'm going to keep it...
Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Bro, this man just said, you gotta understand why I love Tony so much, and I thought you were supposed to give me some fucking crazy-ass wrestling stat, bro.
No!
Them ass and titties were out.
She didn't say a word. She just wrapped it up and then just said, that's it, and then left. And her character work right now is, obviously, I say it every week, it's so good, but God damn it, man. She is the best thing going in women's wrestling right now. I am okay with saying that. Character-wise, she is. Serena, great technical wrestler. A lot of people aren't going to give her credit. I think I told you last time she was on an AEW pay-per-view that she was actually in the Straight Edge Society with CM Punk. And you were like, whoa, holy shit. And that was last time that, she was relevant. She's reinvented herself. She's Serena Deeb. She's really good. Last time I had her on an AEW pay-per-view, I had her winning the championship. This is a different story. I have Toni Storm and Toni Storm all day. Next match on the card, we have John Moxley. Moxley wasn't on the last pay-per-view, was he? No, he wasn't, because he was fighting Hobbs the next week on Dynamite. You couldn't miss that. But you get John Moxley.
Damn right I could.
Yeah, and you did. The IWGP World Champion versus Konosuke Takeshita. And like Devin said earlier, in terms of that's going to be this match. These two should beat the living fuck out of each other. Very strong style. Hey,
listen, if you see John in Japan, blood.
Yeah, and I think this will be a 10 to 15 minute beat the shit out of each other, and then actually, I'm gonna take Konosuke to Takeshita to win.
I want to take Takeshita too because I think that John's been. I don't like how he wins a lot towards these Japan guys.
Listen. It's a IWGP.
Bro, for some reason, my volume's cooked. Hold on.
While Devin's fixing that, it is a IWGP Eliminator Championship match, which means that if Konosuke Takeshita wins,
I won't let it die. I won't let it.
Which means that if Konosuke Takeshita wins this match, he gets a shot at John Moxley's world title, which I think that they'll probably set up at Forbidden Door because that's their next pay-per-view, which is New Japan and AEW. It makes sense. So they will run this bitch back again probably in a month. But I'm going to take Takeshita to win as well.
Yeah, I got Takeshita, no doubt. God damn it, I got to move this. Son of a bitch. I don't know why. Ugh. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I can't do it on my laptop because it gets all weird. My Wi-Fi is all messed up, man, and the phone's just easier, but it was about to die. I got to take care of that real quick. Sorry for the inconvenience, ladies and gentlemen. That's my bad on me. Unprofessional. Fire me from the podcast. God damn it. I take the cash now. It's like that. No, honestly, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I'm tired of seeing this motherfucker John beat the Japan guys, man. Like I feel like he's just always whooping their ass, and I think it's about time that they whoop his ass. That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
I agree.
Volume is back. God bless.
Next match, we got Edge or Adam Copeland versus Malachi Black in a barbed wire steel cage match for the TNT Championship. Last night on AEW, Edge returned with the bloodbath, poured that bitch all over Malachi Black, gave him the old brood bath. So I guess we're seeing the brood Edge.
That would be
Malachi.
fucking crazy.
That's I think what we're seeing.
That would be fucking crazy. I would love to see the brood Edge back, bro. Brood Edge is often overlooked, bro. I fucking love the brood Edge.
I got Malachi Black.
Interesting.
Can we give him a fucking championship in AEW? Can we give him a singles championship in AEW? I mean, Edge, you don't need it. You're 50-something. Put him over.
Well, but the problem is, dude, are you think they're going to pull it off him that fast?
I don't know. Maybe not. I'm taking Malachi Black to win. And that's just me.
I'm
ready for Malachi to hold the title.
I would love to see Malachi win. I just don't think that they're going to pull it now. But honestly, at the same time, I think, this is a better time than anyone to pull it, in my opinion.
This is, I feel like, his environment. You get him in a barbed wire steel. You get some shit where it's like, it doesn't have to be he out-wrestles Edge. Yeah. It just has to be Edge is a 50-year-old man whose body is giving out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Continue. Yeah.
In that case, though, tough.
Go with your heart. Don't let me influence you.
Seeing this being a great match, man. I'm gonna take Edge though. Definitely gonna take Edge.
Sorry, didn't mean to do
this
that.
one. This one looks like a fucking heater. Do we have any storyline for this, man, or is it just another fucking no build up?
No, they've been cooking for the past couple weeks.
Okay. What's the storyline behind it?
Last night he got his ass beat. Like.
Okay, I was about to say, is it just smoke type shit? Is it just smoke?
The whole group beat the shit out of Will last night.
Wow.
Wardlow, Roderick, the tag team, that whole group beat the shit out of him. So I'm gonna let you start because you are in a weird situation right now because you were like, Roderick, show me something. And then he put on a match of the night, and then he won the championship. I got you. All right, and then he won the championship, but on the counteract, you have Will Ospreay, who an international title is like the perfect championship for him because we know he's going to compete in Japan, UK, all of that. So you can make a great case for both of them, especially on his first title defense. Real pickle here for you because I'm in a pickle. So I can only imagine the pickle you're in.
Man, guys, you know
what? I'm going to let just go.
You know how I feel about Ospreay, man. You guys all know how I feel about Ospreay. I mean, this guy is a superhero. He's my favorite wrestler in wrestling by far. And the motherfucker is a genuine, the guy's a freak of nature, bro. Like, the matches that he's put on some of the greatest matches in wrestling history, bro. Like, and that could be a crazy statement. It could not be. I don't know how people feel about that.
I would say he's put on some of the best wrestling in modern day. Yes, 100%.
Absolutely. But with that being said, bro, the problem is, and why I am going to take surprisingly Roderick Strong is because I saw Roderick Strong versus Kyle O'Reilly. And that match showed me that this guy Roderick ain't no jobber. And that Roderick ain't no jobber, I think that it seems as if Will's going to come up against him, you know what I'm saying, to beat his ass, which he will. But with his guys on his side and him just winning, I think that Roderick's got this on in the bag. But at the same time, man, they're going to have to pull somebody's championship card tonight. I think that it will be Edge and Malachi, but I don't know who's going to get their shit took first. Honestly, I think Edge and Malachi is the safest for that. But,
I think if that's how I feel. I was like, okay, if we're gonna do Malachi, then I think we're gonna have Roderick retain. And I know that that's crazy because we're like, they're just building Ospreay to beat Kenny Omega,
to be the moon, yeah.
beat Bryan Danielson, to be a champion, and now he has a championship match, and we have him losing. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. But here's the thing.
I think that's perfect build-up, though. I think that builds him to the moon.
I think that here's what's going to happen. I think it's going to be a situation where Ospreay is he's going to have him out, ready to win, hook his arms, do that little tiger driver, think about Bryan, cost him the match, probably a roll-up type win. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I could see the think about Bryan angle.
Because they already cooked that with he was not.
I think we went over this. Did we go over this?
I know. I didn't. This is recent. It was 2 weeks ago when he went to do it. There was like the group on the ringside. They were like egging him on. They were like, "Do it, like, do it, come on." So they're playing the the angle of this being this is the storyline. So I think it's gonna end up costing him.
If you have Will lose this and you continue to build this Tiger Driver fucking thing until he absolutely has no choice but to use it, then you might set up Will for a fucking Roman Reigns type run, bro. Not even bullshit you. Not even bullshit. I could see this guy holding for like years. Like at least 2. Like I'm like straight. I'm not gonna even bullshit.
That's not crazy. That's not crazy. That is not crazy at all.
See, now that's Cook right there. Ooh, this one though is fucking. This might be the toughest one to pick out of the whole card. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Not because of who you. I'm not talking about because of liking. Like I know it's probably easier for you, but I'm saying in terms of.
No, it ain't. I am in no easier of a position here.
You literally just got Roderick Strong and Will Ospreay, but women's.
Yes.
That's exactly
so. Fucking hell.
Oh,
Willow.
I don't know.
I want to start here. Willow makes sense. God damn it. I love doing that. Just fucking the wrong person. Willow makes sense to win, but so does Mercedes. But okay, so here's where I'm gonna just let my brain go. I want Willow to win, but here's my thinking. If Willow wins, right, then you now have Willow who is 2-0 against Mercedes. Okay? I don't think they're gonna put Willow or Mercedes in a Will Ospreay situation where it's her first time and she loses, but because it's the TBS title. If this was Toni Storm and the AEW Women's Championship, I'd feel a different way. But sadly, because this is the TBS Championship that Jade Cargill held for almost a year and a half and no one really noticed, there's a high chance that they use Mercedes to elevate the TBS Championship and making it a bigger women's mid-card title because it's being held by Mercedes Moné. So, as much as I don't want to, I guess similar with you and Ospreay, I have to go against who I want to win, Willow, and take Mercedes Moné.
There's a part that I'm gonna make mine short and sweet, and you said it at the beginning of your take on this. Simple as they can't. Mercedes is too high and too good, and she already lost to her, man. She already fucking lost to her. She lost to her in New Japan when she got injured, right? Didn't they have to cut it because she got injured or something like that? Right?
Yeah. Well, she got injured during the match, so people are saying
have they been building that? Have they been talking about that?
Yes, they have. What do you call it? Willow said in their last promo, I was actually really proud of Willow. Willow stepped up her promo skills. She said in her last promo to her, she goes, "Last time we met in a ring, I walked away as a women's champion, and you didn't even walk away at all." Ooh. And I was like, okay, Willow, now we're cooking. And then that pissed off Mercedes, and she slapped her in the face, and then Willow put it through a fucking table.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I think that this will be I think this will probably be one of the best AEW women's matches in a while. And Toni Storm has been putting on great matches, but I'm talking about equally, because as much as Toni Storm puts on great matches, I mean, Ain't nobody matching.
Do you think that they're gonna play this like how Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley did, where where Mercedes and Tony are just gonna stay away from each other for like as long as humanly possible until they have to put them against each other? That's what I think is gonna happen.
And that's gonna cook way better, in my opinion, than Becky and Rhea. I think it's gonna cook better with Tony and Mercedes. That's just gonna be fucking nuts.
Well, just in ring wrestling wise, yeah.
Yeah, man, you ain't lying, man. Those are two. That's one thing that AEW has, like, by far, bro, is the wrestling, man. Like, the fucking wrestling AEW is phenomenal.
Fantastico. All right, we'll keep it on you.
But I got
2 matches left. We got Christian versus Swerve for the AEW World Championship. They have done a great job of making this make sense.
I was gonna say, am I supposed to be on a solo though, right?
They have done a good job of making this make sense in terms of why this match is happening. It is essentially when Nick Wayne and Swerve were feuding. Swerve went into Nick Wayne's academy, beat the shit out of him. Like, it was super bloody, super gory. This was for the feud for All In last year. I don't know if you remember. Mm-hmm. So long-term storytelling in AEW, very rare. But Christian is saying, I didn't forget that. I know what you did. I didn't forget what you did because he's my son now. Yeah. I know what you did to my son, and now I'm going to get you back. This motherfucker, I don't want to call him Kill Switch, but I have to. Luchasaurus, Kill Switch, whatever. He literally ripped Swerve's dread out on fucking Dynamite. Just ripped it. And I was like, I'm going to ask Devin, that probably hurts like a motherfucker. He just ripped his dread out.
Yeah, you can't just. See now that god damn. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this, dog. As a dude that had dreads for 40 years, bro. Fuck kayfabe, son. You pull one of my dreads out, nigga. We going to war. I swear to God, that shit don't. Dude, it would hurt when a baby would just tug on my shit. You know what I'm saying? You're holding a baby and the baby hits you with one of these. You're like, God damn, man, motherfucking. You know what I'm saying? Little Jimmy, chill out, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, relax, bro. Grown man ripping that motherfucker. I don't know. There's no wrestling. Now I gotta fight you, Luchasaurus. Now you want to kill Switch, nigga? I'm gonna have to grab the switch and kill you. See, now that's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the problem. I can't go for it. Swerve's a better man than me. I might have this motherfucker losing. I ain't gonna need lie. Ridiculous, bro. Absolutely ridiculous.
And then they were waving it around, nigga. They're like, look at, we got his dread. I swear.
How do you win after that? How do you win? How do you win the match? God, that's terrible. I really wish you didn't tell me that. I had to take Swerve, but he does not deserve it after hearing that. Oh my God.
No, I'm taking Swerve as well. It's a good heel. It's good. It will be a good match for storytelling, and I'm worried because this isn't a normal match, and normally this is the type of match where you'd be like, they're just gonna make it bloody and crazy and gore. Mm-hmm. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna rely on wrestling. So we'll see what happens.
I got something that I think we should add. Just popped into my head. I think that when we review pay-per-views from this point forward, I think we should do a match of the card at the end of our picks.
I normally do have my match of the night. So,
man, you know what I'm saying?
I think technically, without knowing
I can't remember doing that.
We've been doing that technically, if you think about it, because I remember I said that match of the night for Backlash was the.
We had kind of.
And then we said Bryan and Ospreay. Yeah. So I guess we have been like knowing it, but.
Yeah.
Final match, on the card, main event, Team AEW versus Team The Elite, but I don't want to call them The Elite because they're the new Elite, if you want to be completely honest about it. But for those of you who are like, who's Team AEW? I got you covered. It is the Young Bucks, Jack Perry, and Kazuchika Okada going up against Bryan Danielson, FTR, and Darby Allin. Uh-oh. All right, we're good. And Darby Allin is the final man. So, it's going to be a 4v4, and it is Anarchy in the Arena. If you don't remember what Anarchy in the Arena is, it's when they just beat the shit out of each other in a 4v4 or a 5v5, and it's every man goes, anything goes. And I think this is a great way to close the show. I think this should be the main event, and I think the Elite should win. If you're really going to build this case of they took out Tony Khan, we saw Tony Khan finally return on TV to drive Darby Allin to the arena after the Elite banned him from the arena and just really put this feud over. I think in the end, you'll probably have Kenny be the guy to take down this Elite with Kenny, maybe Hangman, the old members of the Elite. I don't think it's going to be these guys. I think it's going to be FTR, Darby, and Danielson. I think it's just the top guys in AEW to represent AEW.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I have the Elite winning this.
They're not, and they on the run right now, bro. I don't think that they're going to let up what they got going on with the power and like how they're using, like, you know what I'm saying, them not being able to be fired and fucking up Tony Khan. That's just it got too much steam, as one would say.
Yeah. So you're with me on the Elite?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So that is the predictions. We're split on 4. So good thing AEW does have 10 matches because then we don't just fucking tie on everything.
Yeah.
All right. Hour 20. That was good.
I like that.
I feel like we did good.
I think that's fucking reasonable. I mean, considering, we got to put in the title, we got to put that this is a 2-parter. We put this 2-parter, I think we'll get more people to watch it. You know what I'm saying? I
agree. I think that's definitely what you're probably going to be seeing.
What do we have in here, by the way? What are we talking in here?
We have actually been flickering. We have been flickering. We went from 2 to 12 to 8 to 4 to 12 to 4 to 8. Like, playing games.
I'll take that all day.
But right now we're sitting at 12.
Oh, okay. What's going on, guys? How you doing? Can we get somebody to give us something in the chat before we end this thing, man? Anybody random? How you guys doing today? I mean, it's a beautiful day outside. You guys liking the weather? How's your summer? Anything?
You're probably hating the weather. That's why they're not saying anything, because they're all angry. Be happy. You know what? You got a great weekend ahead of you. You got Friday Night SmackDown. You got King and Queen of the Ring on Saturday, and then you got AEW on Sunday. So you're getting a buttload of fucking wrestling. So there's nothing to really be upset about.
Not at all.
All right. 2 things before we close out. It's the same 2 things we say before we close out every podcast. First things first. Actually, I'll let you start this one because, I mean, it's happening tonight. So
big night, ladies and gentlemen. Big night. I'm kind of sad because we couldn't get fucking.
And it's just said that people are going crazy on Twitch. This shit is like a movie.
What's going on?
I'm just telling you what he said.
All right, we gotta end this shit. All I gotta say is, ladies and gentlemen, the Zoo Step is dropping tonight. Hit the you gotta hit that, John. Lezu on all platforms: YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Prime Music, whatever you got, ladies and gentlemen. I'm there. You can find it. Please go tune in. 12 o'clock tonight. Let's run that shit. Go ahead, Bill.
It's just a bald guy talking about wrestling.
What?
Sorry. I know that it's not. I know it's not what it is. It's like shit happening during the live stream. But everything that he said. I mean, I can't sell it. Not my music. It's his music. But I can just tell you that
it's gonna turn up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited for the drop tonight.
I can tell you that if he beats me in predictions, I still have to do that Zoo step. I haven't done it yet, and that's still on the line. Nothing's changed.
I almost got him to do it before it came out, but it's just gonna have to come out for him to do it.
Yeah, sorry, I don't want to be that guy, but I have to be that guy. Also, check out Sharp Sports Network. Check out the app.
Yes, sir. Shout out the boys. I heard the boys are popping right now, man. You guys got to go check out the content, man. The boys are rolling big time.
Rolling. We are cooking. And use promo code Tyco010. Yes, 011. Use Tyco011 when you sign up on the Sharps app as well. That will help you out a great deal. Next time that we should be live should be next Thursday, unless anything.
Every Thursday, baby. You know how we roll it.
Yeah, unless anything goes wrong, and that will probably be the recap of the pay-per-views we just predicted. So make sure you tune in, and if you missed anything, make sure you go back and rewatch because you can do that. If you're on Twitch, if you're on YouTube, if you're on X, whatever you're on, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you follow and hit the notification button. So every time we go live, you can get that notification. You can come hang out with us. And yeah, Devin, anything else you want to add?
Thank you guys for spending some time with us today. And we can't wait to see you next week.
All right. Oh yeah. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Be good people. Do something nice for somebody, and then do